Wolfenstein II: The New Colossus was the sequel to the 2014 reboot of the series. However, unlike The New Order, The New Colossus wasn't praised to high heaven and back. Instead, it was dunked on, actually. You might be wondering why. Well, I'll tell you. So let's get into why I like Wolfenstein II: The New Colossus. Kinda. So I'd usually start off with the story. So let's take a look. Oh no. Listen, I'm sure there are people who like this story, but after the first hour or so, I just lost all interest. The game tries its hardest to tell a captivating and moving story, but it just doesn't work because the game is so up its own ass trying to say, this is a real story with real stakes, and at the end of the day, it falls completely on its face. Oh, what's that? You're wondering how the characters are. Wait, you're serious? Well, I'm not lying when I say that these people are some of the most generic cookie-cutter characters I have ever seen in a game. Like, we've got country accent war hero, we've got country accent war hero's love interest, who's either Polish or Russian, I really don't know. You've got the cocky black woman who throws out F-bombs like they're going out of style. You've got the eccentric weirdo. You've got the science nerd. All of these characters can literally be defined with one word. Anyways, how are the visuals? Well, holy shit, that's hot! For 2017, this game looks really good. I can only imagine that they poured a bunch of money into this game only to have it almost completely flop. But yeah, the graphics are really good. And now we reach the gameplay, and it's so damn good. The guns have a certain responsiveness and crunch to them that just makes it a lot of fun to shoot Nazis. And don't worry about weapon variety either. There are a plethora of weapons at your disposal, and the first level of the game, which is possibly the worst one in my opinion because you're stuck in a wheelchair for the entire duration, and the most thickest placement of enemies at times. Anyways, you get the machine pistol, which is mostly useful, but you should probably get the nail gun upgrade as soon as possible, because it takes enemies out a lot quicker. Next is the... I'm not gonna try to pronounce that. Decent, but once you get the armor-piercing upgrade, you're shredding through enemies like it's nothing, and if you're careful, you can even down a heavy unit. There's also the automatic shotgun, which can take down grunts and shotgunners fairly easy. The upgrade you get for this is the ability to fire all 3 shells at once, so you're always doing maximum damage with every shot, but I'll be honest with you, I didn't really notice that much of a difference. Other than it just fires 1 shot at a time, the last weapon I want to talk about is the laser craft, which fires a single shot energy bolt and has no useful upgrades. Onto the enemy types. First, you have your basic infantry enemies, your basic bitches, which can be dispatched quickly with any weapon except the pistol. For obvious reasons, of course. Which is utterly useless, and I don't know why it ever was given to you in the first place. That aside, next we have the heavy units, which come in 2 delicious flavors, either fucking lasers or throwing fire at you. Anyways, these guys have a weak spot on their back, which you can hit in order to make them fucking explode. Or you can do it the easy way and just hit them 3 times with the laser craft. Moving on, we have giant mechs! Okay, so the only strategy that worked for me, at least, was just to waste however much lasercraft ammo I have left, then to use the strum. I'm just gonna call it the strum. So then, I then chip away at it until it dies. If there's a more efficient strategy, let me know. So, that has to be all the enemy types, right? Haha! Wrong. There's one more. Mecha dogs! Just shoot them with the lasercraft and shotgun, or strum, until they die. Oh, and I guess there are commanders, who will call in reinforcements if you don't kill them, and force stealth segments that make it seem like the game is really confused in what it wants to be. Yeah, let's talk about that. Like I said, the story is totally forgettable, but it actually superimposes itself onto the gameplay. What was the result of this ambitious endeavor? Well, I'll tell you, it wasn't a very good one. Well, the aforementioned stealth segments, and your total hit points being 50. Because of this, your health is so low. And enemies can gun you down faster than you can count. And you can overcharge your health, but it slowly ticks back down to 50. This results in you, the player, trying to find a spot to sit and gun enemies down as they come along. Alternatively known as camping, which, if I'm being honest, doesn't make for the most exciting gameplay out there. At the end of the day, it may sound like I was dogging on this game a lot, and I was, which is why this game gets a 6 out of 10. Listen, when a video game puts its story above all else, it doesn't bode well for how that game is viewed, and considering that some of the cutscenes are literally 15 minutes long, I can see why. So would I recommend this game to you? Well, if you've never played a Wolfenstein game before, give it one playthrough and never replay it. If you're a series veteran, however, do the same thing. I just don't think that this game could hold your attention for very long before you get bored. Just play it once and be done. Although at least it's not as bad as Call of Duty Black Ops 3. Thank gosh I'll never have to review that game. Oh, come on! I was kidding!